While the associativity properties of addition and multiplication have reduced the need for parentheses, we would like to go even further. This has been achieved by giving some operations priority over others. This order of operations is defined as follows. Powers have priority over other operations. Multiplication and division have priority over addition and subtraction. The simplest operations are addition and subtraction, higher in complexity are multiplication and division, and the most complex operations are powers. Therefore, the order of operations rule can be summarized as follows. The higher the complexity of operation, the higher its priority. The highest priority is given to parentheses. The operations in this expression are subtraction and multiplication. Since multiplication has priority over subtraction, we have to first evaluate the product 5 times 7, giving us 3 minus 5 times 7 is 35, which equals minus 32. Calculating the difference inside the parentheses, we get the expression to equal 3 minus 5 is minus 2 times 7, which equals minus 14. Resolving the parentheses first, we get 3 minus 5 times 7 is 35, which is minus 32. Note that the parentheses are not necessary because multiplication has priority over subtraction. Since division has priority over addition, we have to evaluate 12 divided by 3 first, giving us 6 plus 12 divided by 3 is 4, which equals 10. Calculating the expression inside the parentheses, we get the expression to equal 6 plus 12 is 18, divided by 3, which is 6. Resolving the parentheses first, we get the expression to equal 6 plus 12 divided by 3 is 4, which equals 10. Note that the parentheses are not needed here because division has priority over addition. Since powers have priority over subtraction, this expression equals 4 minus 5 squared is 25, which is minus 21. Evaluating the difference inside the parentheses first, we get the expression to equal 4 minus 5 is minus 1 squared, which equals minus 1 times minus 1, which equals 1. We evaluate the expression inside the parentheses first. The expression is 5 squared, which is 25. Therefore, we get the initial expression to equal 4 minus 25, which is minus 21. In this expression, we see the second power and subtraction. Since powers have priority over subtraction, it equals minus 3 squared is 9. By definition of the square, minus 3 squared equals minus 3 times minus 3, which is 9. Since the square of a number equals the product of the number by itself, the expression equals minus 3 times minus 3, which equals 9. The expression inside the parentheses equals 9, therefore we have minus 3 squared in parentheses equals minus 9. Note that the parentheses here are not needed because powers have priority over subtraction. In this expression, the power 2 cubed has priority over subtraction, therefore it has to be evaluated first. Since 2 cubed equals 8, this expression becomes minus 8. By the definition of the third power, this expression equals minus 2 times minus 2 times minus 2, which equals minus 8. Since 2 cubed equals 8, the expression equals minus 8. Note that in this case, parentheses are not needed because powers have priority over subtraction. In this expression, we see the third power and multiplication. Since powers have priority over multiplication, we have to evaluate 5 cubed first. Since 5 cubed equals 125, the expression equals 2 times 125, which is 250. Resolving the parentheses first, we get the expression to equal to 2 times 5 is 10 cube, and that is 1000. Resolving the parentheses first, we get the expression to equal 2 times 5 cube is 125, which is 250. Note that the parentheses here are not needed because powers have priority over multiplication. Resolving the innermost parenthesis, we get the expression to equal 2 plus 3 times 2, parenthesis closed, times 4. Inside the parentheses, we have product 3 times 2 added to 2. Since multiplication has priority over addition, this equals 2 plus 3 times 2 is 6 times 4, which equals 2 times 6, 2 plus 6 is 8 times 4, which is 32. We first have to resolve the innermost parenthesis, which gives the expression to be equal to parenthesis 2 plus 3 is 5 times 5 minus 3 is 2 minus 7 times 2, divide by 4. Since multiplication has priority over subtraction, we first have to evaluate the products inside the parentheses, giving us 5 times 2 is 10, minus 7 times 2 is 14, divide by 4. The difference in parentheses is minus 4, therefore this equals minus 4 divided by 4, which equals minus 1.